What is going on, everybody? This is Dave and welcome back today to another video, another episode of the Football Manager 2017 save with 1860 Munich. When you were last here, we had a double live com, 2 league games, 2 wins, not 2 league games rather, 1 league game, 1 cup game, but 2 wins overall. In the meantime, we played 5 matches. We're going to have another double live com, another league, another cup double. So let's jump into the roundup and then let's jump into the games. So we start the round off with a point at home against Hamburg. It finished 0-0 overall. Again, we probably should have won, to be fair. We had a lot more efforts on goal than Hamburg, who never really got going. And it's a shame, more than 2 points dropped. But as I always say, especially as we're kind of still at the stage where we're not fully safe in the league, a point is better than none. We then continued with a 2-0 draw. We were 2-0 down away at Hoffenheim, but Ribamar turned up in the last 20 minutes, or the last 28 minutes, and popped up with 2 goals. Very, very happy with that, especially how Hoffenheim dominated the game, to be honest. They're always quite a tough opposition to come up against, but Ribamar double will take it again, another point. We then drew at home to Stuttgart. This was a crazy game. An early red card. Ruben Loftus-Cheek left us in the lurch quite early, really. We haven't been great with a lot of injuries to our central midfielders at the moment. Simon Zoller finally gave Stuttgart the lead though in the 62nd minute. Then substitute Guilherme Biteko hasn't had a good bunch of first team minutes. Came on, slotted away brilliantly after an assist from young Samuel Asende. Both of those two combining and gained us a massive point here. We then got a draw against very decent Schalke side, Quincy Menig, who scored a bag against us, a bag of goals against us last season. Scored early on again. They played a narrow 4-3-3, which you don't see very often. They had Embolo, Menig, and Campbell as a front three. So very good, strong attack inside. However, we did get very fortunate. Junior Kakara with an own goal. We crossed it in at the near post. A run in from, I think it might have been Ribamar, flicked on the header, hit the ball, came back out, and for some reason Kakara with a miss kick, and it ended up into the back of the net. However, the most recent game is against current league leaders, still unbeaten league leaders, Dortmund. They went and smashed us 4-1. They were 3-1 up with Marco Reus, Aubameyang, and Andre Gomez. Azzopardi did score from the corner. Decided to go a little bit more attacking to search for another couple of goals. However, Marco Reus went, shut the game off, finished it 4-1 here at Signal Iduna Park. So overall, they had a very, very strong performance. So overall, no wins in that roundup, but only the 1 loss, a good bunch of draws. However, now that does leave us slightly in the lurch again. Today we're going to be playing Wolfsburg, who are just 1 point behind. So 1 more win can push us straight back up that table at the moment. It's still very, very close. And of course, we're going to play that league game up against Karlsruhe as well. That cup game. Keep saying league game, but that cup game. So 2 home games today. First one against Wolfsburg is televised. So let's go and jump into it and see how we can get on. Right then, here we are for this game today. Let's see how we can get on. So we're going to start with our team with the 5-2-3. Getting with Joe Hart in goal, Ajurkai Daiku and Bagadir, Sobol and Belanova. The kind of usual back 5 for us. Max Otto will start in the middle along with Zelalem, who isn't 100% match sharp, but he is fit, coming back from an injury today. Zinchenko, Anya and Ribamar as well as the normal front 3. Now, Wolfsburg will start with a 4-1-2-3. Schwaber in goal, Gerhard, Janska, Nosha, Rudi at the back, Gustavo with Giolovogi and Kurt in the middle, Draxler, Herman and Callery up front. Let's encourage them. Let's get the revenge. They seem to always like that one. The revenge team talk. And as you can see, there's a bag of greens there, which is good. And let's see if we can go and do it today. Kick it towards the right-hand side in today's game here at the Allianz Arena in Munich. Hoping for 3 points. It will be the first 3 points in a long, long while. But Zelalem, hopefully he'll be a welcome return to the starting 11. Here he is on the ball again. Back to Belanova into Bagadir. Tries the long ball forward. Cut out by Zelalem. And Anya, can he produce something here? Back to Belanova. Need to try and push it up the field a bit more. Ribamar gets away with it. Otto tried it, and the goalkeeper now will clear it away. And can Wolfsburg break? They're coming forward quite quickly. Here's Giolovogi again. His shot was blocked. And Joe Hart come out to save it. It's the first shot on target in the game, and it is for Wolfsburg, albeit not the best of efforts on goal. But we started off well with a good spell of possession there. And we've got another chance here with a set piece. Sobol plays it short. Zelalem feeds it into Anya. Can he cross it again? Here's Otto, though. He had time and space And Max Otto with a beautiful finish, his first of the season in the league, and he shoots it like an arrow into the top corner. It was Anya again with good hard work. He laid it back. I think it was originally for Ribamar, but Max Otto just took a touch, had so much time, and just kills it in with the outside of his right foot. Past Schwaber in goal. And a beautiful finish into the top corner, and a very, very crucial lead there. So we're just going to pause it there. Again, we'll do a team talk and just calmly encourage the players. Let's hold on to that. Possibly add to that before half-time as well. Coming up towards the end of the first half, are we always going to have our late drama as we normally do on the live comms here? I don't think we are. No, it doesn't look like it. And I think that is going to be... I won the lead at halftime. It is. There was a bit of drama towards the end there with Belanova grabbing a booking right at the end of the first half. But a very decent first half so far. Saying we're pleased how it's going. We'll just tell everyone there is more to come from them at the moment. And as you can see, a good amount of greens again, which is perfect. And no one really reacting negatively recently. 20 of the team talks. Morale is important on this year's game. We've just got to keep that up, that morale. And we're coming to the second half hoping for a good reaction. There's Calorie with an early chance in the second half. Hits the outside of the post and out. And early pressure from Wolfsburg here. Can we go and grab a second, or are they going to come forward? It's Calorie again on his own, running forward. He's going to be reduced to a long shot. And again, that wasn't far away. And he's looking dangerous there on his own going forward. We may just have to be careful watching those two bookings at the moment with Ajuokai and Belanova. There's going to be a set piece here, and Wolfsburg have got us on the back foot here slightly. And there is Calorie, and it's been coming really from him. He's come very, very close from long range, but Jonathan Calorie finally puts the ball into the back of the net, and Wolfsburg are level. It was a good piece of football again, and Herman just slots it through our defence. Calorie this time has been very close from 30 plus yards. So from 8 yards out, he won't miss from there and slots it past Joe Hart in the net. We haven't really got going in this second half. So again, as usual, we're going to just demand a little bit more. We haven't been great at the moment, and we'll see what we could do. ZLM 6.8 at the moment. Ribamar as well, not having the best of games. We're going to bring off Ribamar. I'm thinking a bit of James Wilson. He hasn't been great for us, to be honest. So we're going to bring him on as a poacher role. Just a bit of pace going forward. Now we'll change LLM as well. We'll bring on Emerson Hinman for him. Hopefully we'll see a bit of an impact from him. He had some great chances against Dortmund though, Hinman. And unfortunately just kept missing some absolute worldy of chances. I don't think there's that. Well, there is another chance here. We're about 10 minutes from time. As long as we don't lose this game, I think I'll be fairly happy with a point. But I don't want to be. We keep drawing way too many games. Here's Anya. It was a shocking touch from him. And now Wolfsburg can possibly break forward. Kerr into Ruddy. We're putting pressure on there. And Brecalo will come away with it. And a shot from range from him. And Joe Hart easily stops that from going. And he'll pick it up and play a long ball forward again. There's another chance with about 8 minutes here. Hinman with a great ball up to Stefan Anya. Will he play it across? We'll go for loan. It's gone in. It's James Wilson. He's finally broke his goal drought. And it was very, very close. Wasn't sure what was going on there. But it's Stefan Anya who did all the hard work. He shot from goal. The keeper saved it, hit off the post. Didn't know what he was doing. Couldn't hold it. James Wilson couldn't miss. 1 yard out. And we've got the lead here against Wolfsburg. I'm very, very happy with that. We'll drop from standard to defensive. Now, team talk, calm and concentrate. Let's see what we can do here in the last 8 minutes or so. We're going to make a change. Are we straight from kickoff, though? There is a highlight. Is it going to be an equaliser for Wolfsburg at the moment? Brecalo on the ball here. Can we reduce him? It is a long shot from range, and it's well wide. We're going to bring off Belanova for Leroy Owusu, who's one of our signings in the summer from Ajax. He hasn't had a good amount of first-team football. He'll probably play in the next game, in the cup game, against the Zwei Bundesliga side. But it looks like we have finally broken our little drought of no wins, and it's a massive 3 points here. It's going to be a passionate one and a passionate well done. Pleased in the end with everyone. Defensively, we did quite well just to hold them just to the 1 goal, and a very big performance there, and we're up to 12th in the league. So now we're here for the cup game, and hopefully we should go and get a victory out of this one. We've rotated it a little bit, obviously, due to it being a quite lesser opposition. I haven't gone like fully kind of second team, getting the under-19s involved. Still pick some very, very decent players, a team that should be good enough to beat this sort of opponent. So we're still going to start with Joe Hart in goal. I don't really want to trust anyone else in goal at the moment. The three centre-halves, we are going to start Jurokai, but along with Felipe Santana, who's not played much this season, and Igor Dutz. Owusu will start at left wing-back, Stokovic with a rare appearance at right wing-back. Adlung will come in as well. Morris will play the young American with Andrada, and Kilo Bats on the wings with James Wilson. Finally scored his first goal for the club in the last game. They're going to be starting with a 4-4-1-1. Volath in goal. Northnangle, Kinsombi, Ulreich and Valentini at the back. Amitov, Yamada, Hufnagel, Torres, Barry and Burkhardt. Let's see what we can do. Boubacar Barry at attack midfielder. Igor Dutz is the only player this season in this squad not to have played. So here we are at home, hoping for a very good, strong performance again. Let's see what we can do in the cup. As always, the magic of the cup, the underdogs can always turn up and upset you. But with some of the big teams out of the cup, I feel a win or to do very well in this cup is doable. So I would be very, very disappointed if we didn't go and grab the win today. So he's a throw-in, and it's Amitov, and it is going to be the away side to come forward here with an attack. Barry into Burkhardt, with a chance possibly from range, and he's forced Joe Hart. I think it hit the post, and he's forced Joe Hart into a very decent save, and it is all the away side at the moment. Is this formation possibly inviting a little bit too much pressure on them, though? I'm not 100% sure. May need to change at half-time. There is another chance possibly here, and Hufnagel into Yamada. Amitov. Barry into Yamada again. Hufnagel. Yamada. Barry. Oh, it's a good ball. Amitov across, and they're 1-0 up here just before half-time, and I don't think that is what we needed. So not ideal at the moment. Barry played it across Amitov, and they're very, very difficult to deal with when players are whipping the balls across like that, especially for the goalkeeper. Joe Hart couldn't get across quick enough. We're being played off the park today. It is half-time, and it's going to be an aggressive one. Very aggressive. We've got lots of greens, but I'm going to change it up. Let's think. I'm going to keep it at a 4-4-1-1. We'll play Andrada on the left. We're going to bring Dutz off for a Jurokai. Stokovic and Owusu at full-backs. We're going to be playing Andrada on the left, Adlung in there, Morris in there, Dutz will come off, Kilo Bass will keep his attack midfield for a bit, and we'll bring on Anya and see what he could do. Defensive winger, he seems to be decent at. We'll keep it like that at the moment. Let's see what we can do. Second half, we need a big reaction because first half wasn't great. We need to play much better, especially against an opposition like this. Here's James Wilson early on. Loses out on the ball. Coming up now towards the first 10 minutes of the second half gone. Nothing much happening again. We're going to have to assertively encourage the players slightly who aren't. Nothing's going our way at the moment. Not long left. So we're going to have to make changes. Ribamar will come on as that defensive forward support as always. Looking at that, Max Otto's probably the stronger players. He'll come on for Morris. Let's see what we can do. There's a highlight here. Owusu into Andrada to Morris. He's lost out but won it back again. Tried to play a ball through. Ulreich cuts it out though. They're playing around with it at the back here. Can we do anything with this? Valentini into Hufnagel. They're keeping the balls really, really well. Look at the possession stats at the moment. It's them dominating it with over 60% of the possession, and it's working well for them at the moment, and they may well go up here and score another goal. Yamada again. Still got it. Into Burkhardt, and he's done well, and he scored again, and that is probably game over now. It's a really, really good goal from Jonathan Burkhardt, and they're going to go and knock us out of the cup here. Simply as Burkhardt did well, so Tana was too worried to put a foot in, and he just smashes it across Joe Hart, low and hard. It's 2-0 to the underdogs here at the Allianz Arena. It looks like our cup dream for this season is going to be over. We've never done too well in the cups, but this just isn't good enough at the moment. We're going to go overload for the last 15 minutes or so. We've got some of the big guns on now, and really we need to play a lot better. So Tana on that 6.3. Valentini, his shot on goal was blocked. Yamada, here's Torres again. Back to Valentini. Is it going to go in? Torres again, Owusu, and it's another chance. Kruger free. 3-0 to Karlsruhe. And this just won't, well, it isn't good enough. It's Valentini with the ball here into Torres. Whips it again quite low. And it's poor that we've given Kruger the chance to bring it down onto his chest, onto the right foot, and into the back of the net. Coming up towards the final whistle now, and this has just not been the most ideal game in the world. A massive 3-0 thrashing over a lower division side. As I say, was it too risky? Should I have just started a full-strength team? Possibly. But it's going to be Anya with a late ball in and the live saves. And we've been played off the park. Really, really have. They've battered us. It's like that they've been 2 or 3 divisions ahead of us. That's how poor we've been today. It's going to be an aggressive. That wasn't good enough. We're out of the cup. And again, as I say, it's a game we're winnable. Hanover also beat a team, though, in the division above. So, yeah. If you have a quick look at the cup there, Hanover beat Hertha. Hanover also in the Zwei Bundesliga. Where are they in the league at the moment? 11th, because they just absolutely smashed us, to be honest. They were really good. A lot closer to the relegation zone than the promotion, but he's class. We might have to have a look at him because he's really good. He's on loan from Mainz at the moment. I'm going to get a scout report on him because he looks good. But yeah, guys, not great at all. We've got one game now left before the winter break, and it's against Red Bull Leipzig, who haven't started off well this season at all. They're really close to the relegation zone, so a win against them would be vital for us if we want to start pushing again towards the top half of the table. We then got a winter break. We play VV Venlo, Braunschweig, Zwei, Dukla Prague as well. We then play Mainz, Cologne, Hertha, and I think we're going to come back for the game against Ingolstadt. Did we play against them last time? No, we'll come back for the game against Ingolstadt at home on the 8th of Feb. Hopefully you can join us for that. If you have enjoyed today's video, make sure you smash the like button down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Enjoy the rest of your day. And not the most ideal of endings to this result, but hopefully we'll bounce back and get a couple more wins in the league. I'll see you all soon.